So driving my daughter to school this morning, you know, we're always kind of running that thin line of getting there on time or being late. It was going down Center Street, and you know, or I was still on Stone Drive, got caught by a red light, you know, and it's one of those that catches you, and it's like there's not much reason for it to catch you. And that's one that I was talking to my daughter about, and I'm like, this is when the future is going to come in handy. Is imagine when all these red lights are connected, and you know, we have a smart city, and there's a computer or a piece of software in the background watching every single camera, every single red light, and then hopefully we'll have the cars will be talking to the road as well, and so they'll actually have this readout, and the computer will know pretty much where every car is at every time coming down 11W, and it can decide to, and it can say, okay, well, it looks like there's going to be 3 cars here at this red light. Let me go ahead and let them out. It'll take 6 seconds to let them out, and it'll flip the light, let them go. They'll go through, and it'll flip it back to red, and then keep the main lane open all the way down Stone Drive, and it'll start predicting, saying, okay, these cars are doing 55, so up here they'll be here in a mile and a half. Got these 5 cars coming from the side, from the west. Got these cars coming from the north and the south. They're going to intersect here at this point in time, so I need to make sure that I can slow these down just a little bit with some yellow lights to slow them down, and I can speed these up and get them through. And that way it's really trying to manage the traffic flow of the city from a digital standpoint, and you know, you get from one side of Kingsport to the other without ever hitting a red light, right? Or as few red lights as possible. So take care of the blunt attack that we have now, which is they go on a pattern, and they just change every 6 minutes and 4 minutes and 8 minutes or whatever they are, and you got 1 minute on each side street to get through, which is a pretty rudimentary way to manage traffic lights right now. And I think they are a little more intelligent. At least they do have sensors when you're sitting there. It's at the big intersections to kind of say, hey, I need to flip. But in all reality, there's not much intelligence to that system. So that's the smart city of the future. You know, that's one of the things is intelligent traffic flow. And how do we do it? You know, do we put fiber down to every traffic light? Yeah, maybe. Another thing is 5G and 4G and, wireless infrastructure. Should the city just invest in that? Or does the city even need to invest in it because there's going to be other people investing in it? And I think that those are some big questions people are asking as far as broadband capabilities. I've talked about that several times before, but really, smart city of the future. Smart roads, everything changing automatically, and you getting from point A to point B with as few red lights as possible. Sounds great to me. And I think that's part of what the city has to look at putting in place over the next 10 years because that stuff is coming, so we got to get ready for it. And that could be a thing, as we are the future city, the model city. Anyway, just an observation on the way to work this morning.